Yeah, I thought 2025 was going to be my year. 25 has always been my lucky number. Turns out it wasn't. I got humbled over and over and over again. Coming into 2025, I set some very ambitious goals. In fact, I set 12 ambitious goals. How many did I complete? 2. Now, before I kick this thing off, I need to take a sip of my beverage. No, before I kick this thing off, there's a couple things you need to know. I'm new to this YouTube thing. So I have put more time and attention into long form docs and then super quick cuts for social media. So this is going to be new territory for me. So I'm asking for a wee bit of grace. Thank you. Second, I'm very excited to be here. One of my big goals for 2025 was to put more time, love, and attention into YouTube. Guess how many videos I uploaded to YouTube? Goose egg. Not a single one. That's a separate conversation. So this is me actively putting time, love, and attention into a goal that's still there for me. Let's talk about 2025. Why do we talk about the past? Well, the past is super important because it helps us steer towards a future, right? We reflect to gain more data and do some introspective work so then we can continue to elevate and better self. If we don't, we are subject and can stay in similar patterns and end up doing the exact same thing year and year and year and year and year. And then we never change. And I think a huge part of who we are as humans is we are supposed to change. So 2025, let's talk about it. Coming into 2025, I set some very ambitious goals. In fact, I set 12 ambitious goals. How many did I complete? 2. 2 goals. 2 out of 12. Do the math. Me do the math. No, you do the math. That's not good. That's failing. Because I went 2 for 12, does that mean I'm an epic failure? Yeah, kind of. So does that mean I should go ahead and cancel all my goals for 2026? Potentially. No. It is data, right? Once again, ambitious goals. These were very ambitious goals. Then we need to go a level deeper as to what happened. Why didn't I hit my goals? 12 goals for 2025. Are you ready? Nan in a Van book published in the film done. So I've been working on a children's book. Is it done? No. Write and direct a film that I've been... Write and direct The Painter. That's the name of the film. Run the Honolulu Marathon. Ding. Have distribution for the Carson documentary. Documentary film I'm co-directing. No, it's still not done. Direct a music video or a large commercial. Nope. Visit 3 new countries. Well, Chile, Argentina. Did I go to another one? Nope, only 2. 20,000 followers on Instagram. Nope, not even close. Publish a newsletter every week. Nope, wasn't consistent on that. Buy a car. Nope. Launch yoga for beginners. Nope. Land 3 speaking engagements around creativity and storytelling. Nope. Make $500,000 this year. Nope. Well,
Yeah.
what's really helpful for me when I'm going back and looking at my year is to use my camera roll. Use moments, milestones, big events, and see where my attention, where my time was going. Instead of telling you every single thing that I did, right, as just a string of events, I have decided to extract 5 lessons that I learned in 2025. And I'm going to share them with you right after this break. And a word from our sponsor. I get really tired of all of a sudden I'm watching a really good YouTube video and then you get a commercial break.
Hey there, my name's Cornelius Worthington, and I'm the founder of Passgrass. See, I used to go days, weeks, hey, even months without disposing of my dumpage, and that led to me being angry, my skin irritated, and I was constantly in the doghouse with my wife. One day I started to notice my cows were never constipated, so I started to examine. Did a couple research papers. All my cows were doing was eating my dadgum grass. So you know what I started to do? I started to put a couple blades of grass in with my diet. A couple days later, my pipes squeaky clean. One of the biggest wins, Passgrass, is getting my strength back. Check that out. Apple split. To say, a couple blades a day keeps the constipation away.
Passgrass has not been tested or approved by the FDA. Call today for the opportunity to win not 1, not 2, but 3 free bottles. Just know when you call, we'll ask for your credit card information, get you on a subscription that you probably can't get off. Call today.
Okay, lesson 1. Output doesn't equal progress. So first thing I learned is just because you're creating more, just because I'm creating more, doesn't automatically mean I'm moving forward. I did a lot this year. Projects, shoots, trips, ideas, movement, all of it. Yeah, it was amazing. But after reflecting, I have learned that motion doesn't necessarily correlate or is not the same thing as direction. I'm going to say that again. Motion is not the same thing as direction. So I can be busy, inspired, and exhausted and still kind of stuck. And this one really hurts to admit because in my mind, if I am doing something, I should be productive and be pushing my career and the overall pendulum forward. So lesson 1, output does not equal progress. Okay, this is for anyone in the freelance or independent space. And this one also stings greatly for me, but it's such a real lesson that I learned that I'm going to communicate to you because it might help you, is nothing is real until there is a contract and a deposit. Ideas feel real, excitement feels real, oh, we're super interested feels real, let's greenlight this, all of that sounds great. But without paperwork and money, it just stays as potential. Potential is awesome, but it can also be a large waste of time. Clarity around money is not cold, it is respectful. I had 2 instances with different clients this year where I didn't move forward and I wasn't savvy enough to make them sign a contract and get a deposit right away, because I am a trustee, or I like to give people the benefit of the doubt when it comes to trust. That came back to bite me in the butt. It stunk. It totally stunk. So there I am prepping for a shoot. This is going to be great. Hire people. Oh, hello, kitty. All right. Cat, you're kind of in the way. Can you, Cat, please don't. Okay. All right. You're going to go right there. Okay. If you're going to lay down, you can lay down, but you can't sit right there. 1 second. We got a cat interference. Yes, this is Luna. Luna is a tuxedo cat. Beep, 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 beep. All right, Luna, can you, Luna, come on. Luna. Okay, so lesson 2. Nothing is real until there is a contract and a deposit. Okay, lesson 3. Goals are data, not a report card. So I know I was being hard on myself at the earlier parts of this video for saying, hey, I only accomplished 2 of my goals. That's true, right? Goals aren't A, B, C, D, or F. They are data, right? So I didn't necessarily fail 12 goals. I learned more so where my systems and where I failed as a person to actually accomplish those. 2025 gave me a lot more information, not just about who I am, but about who I'm not. So, when you're thinking about who you're becoming and your identity, I think it's so important to allow yourself to shave the fat, right? Metaphorically speaking. So lesson 3, right? Goals are data, not a report card. Goals are data, not a report card. They are not there to judge you. Goals are not there to judge you. They are there to reveal where your friction is and how to better create and design a life to actively enjoy and get you to where you want to go. Lesson number 4. This one's going to sound extremely simple, but I learned it on a deeper level. Lesson 4, make the effort. This one kind of surprises me because when I think about who I am, or at least how I know myself, I like to think for the people I love, I show up for, right? But I learned this year that there isn't necessarily convenience around relationships and around community, right? The older you get, you're not going to the same school every day. You're not seeing the same people. So in order to maintain relationships, you have to put forth effort. And for me, there were a couple instances where it was a pain in the butt to make it to something, whether it was a wedding, a bachelor party, just saying yes when it was inconvenient. Lesson 5. My body tells the truth. I did some really long fasts. Here, listening to the body is the yogic yin go super slow, rest, recovery, all of that whole world. So for me, I love to ping pong back and forth between the two, right? If I live too much over here, Goggins, that's not who I am. I don't want to be anything close to pushing my body in that capacity, because I'll just end up a bowl of soup. Like if I try to do what that dude does, no way, I'm a pancake after running that much. One of the biggest things I'm walking away with in 2025, which is my word for 2026, is clarity. Clarity, clarity, clarity. That's my word for 2026. And the way it came about was I was sitting in the sauna. I felt this bubble up in my gut, and that word moved from the lower end of my belly all the way up into my throat, and then I just felt it and said it. And the cool thing about clarity is clarity compounds. So when I know and can feel that I am living within my value system, when I'm living within my values, there is alignment. And I think that's what I'm chasing. Goals are great. I'm going to set goals for 2026. And I want clarity to give me direction in a way in which my life looks and feels like it is actively unfolding to a potential, into a elevated state, into a dream of mine. I want to live a fantastic life. I really do. And I hope 2026 is amazing for you. I really do. All right, in the next video, my thought is to really talk about casting some vision for 2026, setting some intentions, putting some thoughts together with what I want to see unfold. I'm going to show you the power of manifestation. I will see you in the next video. Thanks for joining.